Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. This is the final video that I'm going to make for Gatsby. So the next video that you see will be the final video for the semester. This video is just going to talk to you about chapter 8 and then going into chapter 9, which is the last chapter of the book. So if you're still with me, then you have completed Gatsby almost. I hope that you've enjoyed it. So chapter 8 was a big one. We had obviously a major death occur in chapter 8. Two deaths, but one that was probably not, you didn't see coming. And then you had a murder, you had a suicide. So obviously you can probably tell what kind of people Tom and Daisy are at this point, because they are not taking any responsibility for anything that occurred. They kind of just fell off the face of the planet and let poor Gatsby take all blame and all responsibility for what happened. And then for as much as Gatsby loved Daisy, it's kind of ridiculous that Daisy did this to him. But it's just one of those things that shows you their character, their moral standings, and how they treat people because they can, because of their money and wealth and their status in life. So you had the murder of Gatsby for the wrongful killing of Myrtle, because that did not occur. And then you had Daisy and Tom jet away and act as if nothing occurred, and didn't even bother to attend his funeral. So you have all that occur in chapter 8. You see the timeline of what happens when George Wilson thinks that Gatsby's the one that killed and was having the affair with his wife. And you see him go to Tom's, or you hear about him going to people's houses asking questions about a certain car. And then who knows for sure who was driving, or whose car that belonged to Tom. So, you kind of think about who led him to murder Gatsby. And it, of course, is the husband of Daisy. So that's all that's going on in chapter 8. Chapter 9 is the final resolution of the book. It kind of ties up all loose ends with Nick and shows you what happens after the death of Gatsby. And it definitely puts into perspective the shallowness of the people that he was surrounded by, and the people that really cared about him is dwindled to, two. So you'll see. And then you're done with the book after this, so that is good. And then we'll move on to finishing off the semester. Just some tips for reminders. Don't forget to continue on with your Edgenuity. A lot of you are done, which is awesome. I am I bypassed those lessons for those of you that texted me last week for that extra credit. So let's do a final extra credit. If you haven't finished Edgenuity yet, then this will obviously benefit you. But text me and tell me the people that show up to Gatsby's funeral. And whenever you text me that, I will bypass a lesson for you in Edgenuity. So remember, you have Edgenuity until May 28th. That is the last day of school, and my grades are due. So you want to make sure you get it done by then. I'll be taking the grade that is in Edgenuity at that point, and your progress. So if you didn't finish the course, then you don't get the full grade. And I know a lot of you are very close to finishing, so you want to make sure that you stay on that. And then those of you that I have talked to about taking on-ramps next year, I hope that you consider it, because you can have me as a teacher again, and that will be fun to continue on next year together. But if not, then you will be great in any aspect that you decide to go about. So I hope that you're all not going too crazy for all this. I know things are starting to open up, so just stay safe whenever you go out and about, and I will see you all next week for the final video for the semester. All right, bye guys.